Hello, hello, and welcome to today's trending contract. Contract 22,000, set in New York and supplied to us today by White Half. So on to our briefing. 22,000th contract I've created on Hitman 3. So moving on to our targets, and today we have 4 of them along with a free map. So for today's challenge, we'll be starting at the default location. We're going to have an enigmatic gas grenade stored up in the first floor janitor's closet, and we'll be bringing with us a vial of lethal poison, a lockpick, and a silenced pistol. So right from the start and off the bat, we need to make our way to the rear of the teller hall, and the first target we will encounter will be Ruby Red. That's her just up ahead of us, and if we make our way around behind the billboard, we will find ourselves a screwdriver, and we're going to take that screwdriver, throw it against the billboard and retrieve it, and that will get Ruby's attention. And when she comes around to investigate, we can then position ourselves behind her and introduce her to the screwdriver. So one target down, we're going to leave her there and then make our way up onto the upper level, and we're going to hop over the banister and around onto the balcony just off to our right here. And once we're up onto the landing, we're going to make our way through the double doors, closing them behind us, and around the corner we will encounter our next target, Mr. Jackson, and he's going to put down his bottle and move away in a moment, and when he does, we will then approach his bottle of water and add our lethal poison to it. Off he goes now, complaining that he's been fired. We're going to add our lethal poison to the bottle and then return behind the boxes where we were. We're going to grab the wrench that's here also, and when Mr. Jackson finally goes down, we can then deal with his personal bodyguard here. So down goes Mr. Jackson rather unceremoniously, and then we're just going to pick our moment so that the guard isn't looking in this direction when we render him unconscious. So hopefully he will turn around or bend down, that will do nicely. So we're going to hide the guard in the janitor's room because he is not an accident in any way. And while we're in here, we can retrieve our gas grenade from the briefcase. So once the guard's safely tucked up, we can grab the gas grenade. We're going to select our silenced pistol, and we're going to make our way up to the investment banker floor. And there is a camera here we have to take care of, and it can be quite tricky, but we managed to get it before it got us. So we're going to continue on up the stairs, and there is our next target, the investment banker. And once he vacates the bathroom, we can then make our way into the bathroom. We're going to enter the cubicle on our left, lockpick the cabinet on the wall, and retrieve the second lethal poison from within. And we can then make our way into the cubicle next door, add our lethal poison to the suspicious white powder on the counter here, and then we're going to go and hide in the cloth dumpster provided, or the canvas dumpster, and in a few moments our target will return. We're just going to wait for the door to close before we exit our little hidey hole, and then we're going to plug ourselves up against the wall, open the door, so that we can witness our target here, Mr. Gladwell, dropping down from not having a very good experience. This is why you should have focused on your work, sir. So with our third target down, we're going to deposit him in the canvas crate provided, and we're going to take his outfit so that we can move around a little bit easier. We're also going to select our gas grenade as we make our way down the corridor here. We're going to cut through the storage room to avoid the enforcer. Now Mr. Man is also just in this area, and he is an enforcer as well, so we are going to have to wait for him a little bit. But once he makes his way up the stairs and into the conference room, we can climb up on the crate and the cage in front of us here, and we can throw our gas grenade at our target at the foot of the stairs. There we go. He will get sick and he will make his way to the bathroom at the end of the corridor, and we are going to make our way there ahead of him, again using the storage room to avoid the enforcer. And once in the bathroom, all we have to do is wait for the arrival of our final target, and he will join us rather shortly. And when he makes his way into the cubicle, we can then follow him inside and ask him very kindly, where have you hidden the £22 billion that the British government has supposedly lost? So apparently he has no idea where the money is, and nor do we. So with all of our targets dealt with, all that's left for us to do is to make good our escape, and the nearest available safe exit, if we take care of the janitor here, will be the janitor's exit directly behind us. So we're just going to wait for him to move away while we pick up his wet floor sign, and when he comes back he will render himself unconscious, dropping the keys to the exit, which we can then retrieve and make our way out of the Fitzgerald Bank. So there we go, one more trending contract taken care of, and once we've exited the bank we will get confirmation all of our targets have been eliminated according to plan. We had no objectives to worry about, and we get a silent assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.